And now to fish these babies out. And back over there. Our other little crab that just sits there and chills to keep that water crystal clean. Right in there. Including the fish, of course. Where's the fish? There goes the fish. Welcome back, A1A fam, to another episode of A1A Adventures. Today, it is all going to be fish. Now, we just came back from a fishing excursion, a fishing adventure, so sorry if I'm a little messy. Just went fishing. So we have one little fish that we did catch. It's a tiny little minnow. We're going to go ahead and put it into a tank and set up just a little minnow tank for this little mosquito fish, as well as we have one piece of bait left over as a shiner. We went fishing with shiners for largemouth bass. Today we didn't have that much luck. However, you can't always catch, but we went fishing, right? So we're going to go ahead and feed this leftover minnow, the shiner specifically, in addition to setting up a little aquarium for the one minnow we caught. We are going to feed it to our baby largemouth bass. So stay tuned. If you don't want to see a live feeding, then go ahead and you could skip through if you want, but however, it's going to be awesome. So once again, predator fish eat live fish. So it's just a part of nature. It's just a part of what they require for enrichment and their diet to thrive. So let's get to it. So here are the little fishies right here. We actually have two little mollies, that one little mosquito fish. Hey, Sophie, there's our puppy Sophie. Sophie always wants to be involved in everything, so. But where is it? There it is. That little one right there, that little mosquito fish, it had pretty awesome little stripes on it or whatever. So, and you know, we always love mosquito fish. They're very common minnow here in the canals and the freshwater waters in South Florida. So let's go ahead and set a little tank up for that little guy right there. These little mollies are going to go with the rest of the mollies we have. And that one big shiner is going to be fed to this beast right here, our baby largemouth bass, previously known as Corona, now is known as Bashet the bass. It's been a while since you had a live fish, so I'm sure you're going to enjoy this very much. You always get fed these super worms, and that's pretty much your stable diet, as well as shrimp and other frozen fish, but this will be good for you. Okay, so here we have an older aquarium, and by older I mean not used for about 3 or 4 weeks. Which, if you're using older aquariums, do not let them dry out for a long time, because the caulk will go dry in the corner and you can have a risk of a whole tank splitting. And with that being said, let's go ahead and rinse this little tank out. Now we're going to go ahead and use the water and do a water change super quick on one of my other little fish tanks, so it has that good bacteria already in place. We're also going to go ahead and just add a little bit of aquarium sand as a base for the bottom. And pick out a couple cool little river rocks. And out of some leftover little hides, I think I'm going to choose this small one, this skull. So we're going to go ahead and place this little scully right in there as well. And very carefully empty this water out. And just enough. Alright, and right next to the bass, we're going to go ahead and position this tank, and it's going to be its permanent placement right here as long as this fish is swell. Which I absolutely believe it should be, because this is an awesome little setup for it. And top it off with the fresh. Perfect. And so we got our basic little filter that we're going to fill up with carbon to keep that water crystal clean. We are going to add that carbon, and then we plug in that filter and let's go. And since we already have our top, so let's turn that light on and observe that beauty. Topped off the old fish tank, the one we took the water from, with good new clean water. Also on that note, make sure to do your water changes at least every 3 to 4 weeks. Even if it's only 25% you take out. Keep your tanks looking mean and clean. Okay, so now I took a little bit of water from this tank and put it in this bucket here. Now we are going to scoop not the minnow, but just a little bit of this water that it's been used to for a little bit now, with the water that it is going into in its tank, to acclimate it accordingly. Now we gotta find and spot the little bugger. Where you at? There you are. We're gonna go ahead and scoop it out nice and gently. Got it. Alright. move it over, and place it into the new acclimating Tupperware we're going to use. And performing our traditional drip acclimation, meaning clean for this new baby minnow. Now, setting up a freshwater tank shouldn't be that hard. I know I make it look that easy because it is that easy. So never overestimate or get overwhelmed with any of the setting up process of a new fish, especially if you already have an existing fish tank, which is crucial to using that water and setting it up perfect to par for your new fish. And this drip acclimation process should only take about 15 to 20 minutes. It's only going to be about 10 seconds for you guys because it's going to go ahead and speed right up to the next clip, but we're going to go ahead and put this new fish into its tank after 20 minutes of acclimating with the drip method. And we also have these two little freshwater mollies left that we are about to make saltwater fish. So the same process to add more mollies into this saltwater fish tank right now. I'm going to have to remove some of this water from their existing tank. And go ahead and add a little bit of this water as well, just as before. And now to fish these babies out. They're kind of hiding in the net, so I literally just have to pick the net up. And boom, mollies. We got 1 and 2. And if you don't have the convenience or luxury of having an air hose to use for the drip acclimation method, that's okay. You can continually just use scoops of water into your new acclimation tub, as I did periodically about 3 or 4 times for the next 20 or 30 minutes, and your fish will do just fine. But since we have one, let's continue acclimating. And same exact method as before with the drip acclimation. Get out of there! This puppy's so crazy. So now all we have to do is just go ahead and wait about 20 minutes and hope your puppy doesn't drink the water or the fish. Now I'm sure many of you are asking, these are freshwater fish, how are you making them into saltwater fish like the rest? Well, mollies are actually and naturally brackish water friendly, so which means they can have a lower salinity of aquarium water levels and survive and thrive in brackish water levels. So if you just drip acclimate them, you can actually transform your saltwater mollies, or freshwater mollies shall I say, into saltwater fish. And the time has come. The time has passed. Let's go ahead and add this new little minnow into the tank that we set up originally in the beginning of this video. And now, since this water was all relevantly clean, we're just going to go ahead and dump the whole entire water into the new tank. Like so. Including the fish, of course. Where's the fish? There goes the fish. Let's put our top back on. And look at our new beautiful minnow. This has to be one of the most interesting mosquito fish I have ever seen. If you've seen all the other mosquito fish minnows, it has the same body, the same exact anatomy and shape to this fish. However, the pattern is a little bit off, which makes me believe it is definitely a hybrid of some sort and an interesting kind of minnow. Comment below if you want to name this minnow and what you think this minnow's name should be. I also added this little piece of fake plastic grass just so it can have a little additional place to hide, as I've seen it's been trying to find a little cozy spot in the back over there. It's always important to make your fish feel comfortable and stress-free as introducing them into a new home and a new tank. Alright, and 20 minutes later we remove the hose from our mollies and they are going to go in their tank with their new tank mates. So let's go ahead and scoop these two out. Alright, here we go. Mollies to your new home. Be free. So I think this is one of the new ones right here. It kind of blends in as they school together and stick together, as there are literally no predators in this entire tank other than a goby. But the goby gets fed extremely frequently and is very chill amongst all the other coexisting mollies that it has to live with in this aquarium. Other than our other little crab that just sits there and chills and doesn't do anything all day. So this is the feeding that you've been waiting for since the beginning. We're going to go ahead and feed the shiner to our baby largemouth bass. Now I'm going to be filming this for 2 different segments right now, but let's just go ahead and commence with the feeding. So let's go, AJ. My son is going to go ahead and grab this shiner out of here with the net and feed it to our baby largemouth bass. Wow, what a champ. This is a live feeding for our baby largemouth bass. Go ahead and drop in the goods. Whoa, what the heck? No fish gets wasted here. Look at this baby largemouth bass. Finish the bait after fishing. A1A Adventures.
Look at his mouth.
Man, can that bass eat? Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you learned how to put together a simple fish tank. If that helped you, if not, I mean, it's still an awesome thing to learn and a good reminder in how to take proper care of new fish and how to set it up. So thanks again for watching this largemouth bass. Absolutely love your viewership. We appreciate your viewership. So if you can, give this video an awesome big like, subscribe to this channel, make sure that notification bell is turned on so you see all of our new videos right when we post them. Stay adventurous, as always. A1A Adventures.